So I'm gonna go over your review because I hear there's a lot of problems. So I'm gonna make this again quick. I gotta make sure you guys understand a lot of information in a short amount of time because I want you guys to be able to pause and stop it whenever you guys want. Number one, guys, it's two lines, two linear equations. All you're doing is just finding the point as to where they cross, where they intersect. As you can see, it intersects right there. For number two, it intersects right there. I already told you what the two lines were. All you need to do is just tell me where the coordinate is. Okay. For number three, remember, there's one of your tests that I'm sorry, your quiz. There's one of your quiz that you have to graph. If you want to do this by graphing, then by all means, do it by graphing. If you don't want to do it by graphing, then that's fine. But you will have to graph one of them on your quiz. I will do substitution in this case, since that's the way that I taught you guys, and apparently you guys like this way a lot easier. I will put them side by side and make them equal each other because y equals this right here, but it also equals this right here. We've done this lesson a million times when you build your walls. Again, build your walls. All numbers go to the right-hand side. That positive one will turn into one negative one. The 5x you put in a body bag, put it on the left-hand side, that turns into a negative 5x. Now, what I've noticed that you guys do is that you guys don't like to scratch them out, so I'll scratch it out for you. I'm going to rewrite this nice and neat so I can keep it at least somewhat decent. Okay, I wrote it nice and neat. Remember, this is a 3x, so there's a positive sign in front of it. Negative 5 plus 3x, if you use a calculator, two different signs. You subtract the two numbers, keep the sign of the bigger number. Negative 3, negative 1, you add them, and you keep the negative sign. You divide by negative 2, that's the number that's right there, next to the variable, and you're going to get a positive 2. Awesome, you found x. Big deal. Awesome. There's two answers with the 2 being there. All you need to do is just pick one. Because I feel like picking one, it's early in the morning, I like the top today. All right, I'll pick the top one today. I picked the top equation, and I already found x in the beginning. I already found it. There's an x right here. I'm going to erase it and put the number that belongs there. There used to be an x there, and now I know that x equals 2. I will put a 2 there. And I'll rewrite it nice and neat. If I had my eraser, I would erase it, but this canvas doesn't let me do it. 3 times 2, that's multiplication right there. Let me build my walls because now you guys are going to yell at me. 3 times 2 is 6. Let me bring down everything else nice and neat. 6 plus 1 is 7. Beautiful. I got my answer now. X comes first in the alphabet when I write a coordinate, so the x comes first, and then comes the y. You got your answer. Again, I told you guys it's x, comma, y. Number 4 is the same exact thing. You can do a substitution or you can do a graphing. I don't care. But like I said, there is one of the quiz that you have to graph. There is one. The other ones you can solve them however you want, but you will have to solve it by graphing. One of them. You will have to graph it. 5 is the same exact thing. You solve it by graphing, or if you want to do substitution, you can do substitution. 6. I need to do an example of number 6. Okay? If I write this one down, all you're doing, this one's different because of the fact that it's not y equals mx plus b. This is xy equals xy equals. This one's different. So what you need to do is put your line on the bottom. This is considered in standard form. You put your big old addition symbols, and you start adding it up. X plus negative x, or two opposites of each other, it eliminates. The lesson is called elimination, so you need to eliminate it. Negative 2 plus 3y, two different signs, subtract the numbers, you keep the sign of the bigger number. Again, a 7 plus a negative 14, two different signs, you subtract them. 14 minus 7 is 7, you keep the sign of the bigger number. You found your answer. Why? Oh my god, you guys are yelling at me. I already can hear it in my ears at home. You found y. Oh my god, big deal, you found y. Again, take off your diapers, pick one. Because I feel like it's early morning, I will pick the top one today. We found y in the beginning. We found y in the beginning. There's a stupid y right here that I want to scratch out and put the number that belongs there. Now, because I have decent handwriting, I'm going to rewrite everything exactly how it is. I'm just bringing everything down exactly how it is. This is multiplication. That is a negative 2 times a negative 7, which is a positive 14. This is the walls lesson. All numbers, put it in a body bag and put it on the right-hand side. And it has to turn to the opposite sign. A lot of you forget to switch the signs. It's 7 minus 14. Again, you subtract the numbers, you keep the sign of the bigger number. The bigger number is 14, so you keep the negative sign. Your answer is going to be -7, comma, -7. And lastly, the ones that do not cancel out. Like for example, number 9, the ones that do not cancel out. I'm not going to give you guys the final answer to this one, but these do not cancel out. If you notice, if you try adding it up, it's not going to cancel out. Again, this is standard form, so I'm going to put my addition symbols, my line at the bottom, and my walls. If you add these up, 1x plus 4x is 5x. 1y plus 1y is 2y. Nothing eliminated. The whole lesson is called elimination. 8.3 is called elimination, and nothing eliminated. If nothing eliminates, you need to be a big boy or a big girl, okay? I told you already, take off your diapers. You need to change the signs of either one. Now, what in the world am I even saying? You change the signs of either the top equation or the bottom one. I do not care. You need to choose. Again, it's morning. I'm going to pick the top ones. That means I'm going to put in a different color too. All the top numbers, that's one whole equation. All of them need to switch to the opposite sign. A positive 1x will turn into a negative 1x. A positive y will turn into a negative y. A positive 4 will turn into a negative 4. Now, if I add these up, negative 1x plus 4x, if you use a calculator, you're going to get 3x. Negative y plus y, or two opposites of each other, it eliminates. And negative 4 plus 1 is a negative 3. Divide by 3, divide by 3, x equals -1. You found the first part. You found the first part like you've been doing the entire day today. You need to pick one and plug it in. You found x. There's an x right here, and there's an x right here. You need to pick one and plug it in. And number 10, well, actually, I'm sorry. Number 10 is the same thing as the other ones. 13, you have 4 of these on your quiz. You have 4 of these. This time, I said the answer was -8, 4. This time, I said the answer was -8, 4. I gave you the x and I gave you the y. I gave you both. All you need to do is start plugging it into either one of them, to all 5 of these, all 5, to see which one it works for. Just because I feel like picking this one today, I'm going to pick that one. I'm going to write down the equation. Wherever I see an x, I know exactly what number I'm plugging in. There's an x equals a -8. There's an x right here, and there's an x right here. I'm going to replace them with the numbers that belong there. -8, -8. Wherever I see a y, I have a 4. Again, I gave you the answer. It was -8, 4. I have my y. I'm erasing the y's, and I'm putting the numbers that belong there. I need to double check to see if it actually works. I know that -2 times -8 is +16. A -3 times a 4, that's a -12. I'll just bring this up. 16 minus 12 is actually 4. 4 does equal 4 in real life, so this is actually an answer. So far, you got to double check it for both of them. 7 times -8 is -56. 4 times 4 is 16. If I do -56 plus 16, I get -40 equals -40. Because this side is -40, and then this side was already -40. This actually is an answer, so this actually works for this one right over here. It actually does work for this one. You have to plug it into this one, this one, this one, and this one. By the way, there's 2 answers for number 13. There's 2 answers for number 13. Hopefully I helped you guys out. Do not forget to upload your work. If not, no work, no credit. And I think that's about it. I did a 9-minute video, so that should be more than enough. Let me know. Text me on Remind if you guys need me. Bye, guys.